Hello, everybody. Greetings from Panama, but guess who I ran into? Mónica Taher, who is the director of the Technology and Economic International Affairs Department of the Trade and Investment Secretariat,
Got it.
right, of El Salvador. So it's her job to make the Bitcoin economy work, especially in the private sector. Tell me what you do, Monica.
Well, it's actually team's work. It's a lot of us in El Salvador, in the president's different ministries and departments who are working towards this goal, especially after the adoption of the Bitcoin law. My job focuses specifically on the attraction of foreign investment, but foreign investment that happens to be technological, innovative. Anything, and especially in this case, as it relates to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies.
Okay, so describe for me the ecosystem that you've created.
El Salvador, as you know, adopted the Bitcoin law in June of last year, 2021. We just turned, we just celebrated the first anniversary, and what we are seeing is that what we saw at the beginning actually was the fact that we had an avalanche of companies descend into El Salvador. A lot of companies just moved, migrated from the States, from Singapore, from Europe, from Canada, from other places in Asia, all over the place. And they opened offices, started hiring Salvadorians, obviously generating jobs. And they also, some of them made El Salvador their crypto hub for Latin America. Something unthinkable. We would have never thought that this could have happened, simply because usually we have Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil as the main hubs for Latin America. You know, those markets are bigger, but we're seeing a change in this paradigm. So the ecosystem is very strong, but it's not formed only by the companies. It's not formed only by the private sector. It has the government and it has the academia, and that triple concept is pivotal. Is very important for the ecosystem to stay strong.
Description of some of the companies that you have. Well, you mentioned Philip Ong, by the way, and I'm going to meet you when I get back to El Salvador. He's from Singapore as well, and very well known for having started a business for healthcare, right? Using crypto.
Well, he has many businesses. He also is in the works of. He's trying to open a hospital when Bitcoin City opens, as well as he has the idea of bringing a bullet train that will go across the country.
So it's good to know that there's investments from as far away as Singapore in El Salvador today. But when you the funding of these businesses, how do you put a number to how much has been invested in the El Salvador economy since the Bitcoin law?
I wouldn't be able to give you a straight number simply because companies just keep coming and coming. What I can tell you is that under this concept of the triple helix, what we called government, academia, and private sector, we are in the process of formalizing the Bitcoin and blockchain cluster. And what that means is that we're helping startups that, again, have come to El Salvador or that probably were already there, medium-sized companies, big global companies like Paxful and other companies that have moved to El Salvador. We're helping them with any need they might have when it comes to, let's say, they have a problem with the banking system. The government helps them with that. Let's say that they need, they're doing a fundraising round. We help them identify VC funders or venture capitalists, because we know that if they grow and become even stronger, then our economy will do the same. So it's very important for us to be attentive to what they need, because we know that this Bitcoin ecosystem is being, in a way, led by all of these companies.
Now, this is a country where there are more South Salvadorians living in the US than there are in El Salvador.
Not quite. We have about 2.7 million Salvadorians living in the US, 3.2 all over the world, and 6.5 million inside El Salvador.
Okay, half and half in the country and
Exactly.
almost half
Exactly.
outside of El Salvador, and therefore it's been a remittance economy. And I think what the crypto or the Bitcoin law has done is made El Salvador itself investable. So that's the interesting part. Now I have a question for you here. What are the criticisms that might be hurled at you? For example, we are now talking at a time when Bitcoin has dropped so much, and on the El Salvador government's balance sheet, you have a negative asset, pool. How does that change policy and direction, what are you learning from that process?
Well, it's not that it's going to change policy or direction. The reality is that many of us have lived these bear markets many, many times. I lived them probably 3 times. I invested in Bitcoin in 2014, some time ago. So I know that it goes down and it goes up, and it will go up. And the reality is that the country, in this case the president, made this decision, and we do not have room for failure. We need to keep going. We need to keep moving towards a more decentralized system, a different monetary system that will keep us apart of the predatory and traditional monetary system that right now belongs to just a few, in our country as well as around the world. So the fact that Bitcoin is down right now doesn't mean that we're going to switch direction.
Okay, that's very good to know. In fact, here in Panama, I noticed how regulators and Congress people from other countries were hovering around you. Give me a milestone that you're working at.
Things are happening so quickly in El Salvador. What I can share is the fact that our teams are working on the development of 52 other laws that will walk us towards DeFi. We understand that there are so many other things that El Salvador needs besides the Bitcoin law in regards to finance, right? And this new monetary system that we're talking about. So our legislators are working on that. The president is working on those laws, and we should have news pretty soon.
Thank you very much, Monica, for spending time with me.
Appreciate it.